Bank for being our sponsor along with Cumulus. So, no, we have some people joining us online. We're glad for that. Everybody kind of knows the rules there. Stay muted, and until you have questions, you can put them in the chat or at the end if you have questions or announcements. And I hope that you unmute yourself and do introductions too in a few minutes. We do ask that you don't record any part of this presentation. So, introductions. First of all, well, let's do introductions around the room. Which side? You want to go ahead and start?
Sure. Oh, sorry. Curtis Govan with the Architects Alliance.
Rick Lancaster, Lancaster Council.
Eric Strong with Bush Sports.
Kyle Roberts, City of Jackson Public Works.
Sherry Doctorian, Parks and Nelson.
Ron Footswater, Mayor, City of Jefferson.
Paul Ryan, City of Jefferson.
Lori Soul, Miss Hubbard.
Ryan Frame, City of Jefferson.
Evelyn Stevaka.
Matt Bringer, County Engineer, Cole County Public Works.
Sheila Walters, Junior.
Brock with Rice Business.
Mallory Down, Jefferson Bank.
Flat Tush, Associated Real Estate Group.
Jim Hazel, retired.
Mike Lester, City Council Ward 2.
Kim Hightown, Remax, Jefferson City.
Brad Meyer, G5.
Claire Gable, Huber and Associates.
Gary Plummer with the Chamber.
Matthew Brooks, Smith Road Tours.
Brandy Bryant, Jefferson Bank. Andy Craig, Central Trust Company. Katrina Tinnen, Central Bank.
Casey Baptist, Jefferson Bank. Ken Anderson, Jefferson Bank.
Trent Barber, Jefferson Bank. Daryl Ryan, Everything One. Paul Sampson, J.C. Wright.
Stu Murphy, Chamber Ambassador.
Good morning, Michelle Weaver, Union Media.
Metal Hall.
Sharon Knott.
Frank Parsing, E.B. Rotary.
Gretchen Beckworth, School Board Candidate.
Matthew Garden, First Mid-Bank Trust.
Michael Love, First Mid-Bank and Trust, and Mid-Missouri Referral Alliance.
Jay Moore, Cole County Auditor.
Logan Brad's Real Estate Auctioneering.
Brad Bates, Missouri Beer Wholesalers, and F-Cent Sales Tax.
Ashley Taylor with the Chamber. Lori Pitts with the Chamber. Okay, and see if anybody online wants to introduce themselves.
Scott England with the City of St. Martins.
Lindsay
Morning.
Walsh,
We'll
Clarkston,
start with
Nelson.
We'll try again.
Morning, Luke Holsteiner with JC Rep.
Anybody else want to introduce themselves before we move on? Okay. We do want to welcome a few of our newer members that have joined the chamber since we have been together last. Cornerstone Caregiving, High Rise Bakery, Serenity Medical Spa, and United Financial Freedom. I don't know if any of those folks are here today, but we do welcome them to the chamber. As I mentioned, Jefferson Bank is our sponsor, so you want to go ahead, Trent? You're going to
Well, since there's a lot of politicians and bankers in here, we're going to talk about government subsidized loans.
I know you have a couple. You have a couple of slides. Okay, I'll follow your lead then.
Trent Barber, Jefferson Bank, is a commercial loan officer over there for going on 4 years now. We're going to talk about ag lending. Kind of what we're trying to get into, so that we can go to the grants auction. I'm going to work a little bit backwards here. So we're going to talk about conventional farm loans right now. Just bank options. One, always recommend putting things into an LLC. Keep it on our books 20% down, generally 20% down. And then getting into the FSA guarantee programs. So we can get FSA guarantee on the loan. The whole loan's kept in-house. We pay a guarantee fee on it. We do have the option to sell that guarantee off the Farmer Mac, which I'll get to here in a bit. That's my favorite program. 50-50 FSA direct financing. We finance 50% of the purchase price. FSA finances the other 50%. Lots of competitive rates on that. FSA rate, I think, is down in the 3s. They can extend that amortization out for 40 years. Beginner farmer program, had a lot of luck with this last year. If someone's trying to get into agriculture for the first time, or they've been in agriculture for a little bit trying to purchase some land, this is a really good option for them. Down payment's 5%, FSA finance is 45%, fixed rate for the whole 20 years. We come in, finance the remainder of it for 30 years. And again, we get a guarantee on that, we can sell it off. Then farmer back land loans. This one's kind of unheard of in this area. You all do it? You all do farmer back loans? I think so.
Yeah, we offer that.
Okay. Central Bank does as well, we do, I know. That's secondary market for ag loans. It was created back in the 80s after the swine crisis. So we originate the loan, 30% down payment. We can sell it off to them afterwards. You get a 3-year fixed rate all the way up to a 30-year fixed rate, amortization on it. And we've gotten people in the low 5s here recently, rate-wise on it. Really good program. Payment goes straight to them. We're just the middleman on it. So, I think that's my last slide.
Yeah.
That's it. Any questions on this? Thank you all.
Okay, and I know we have a door prize, between Ken and Trent, you want to talk about the door prize?
We will deliver it to the winner. I forgot it.
So, we're gonna have a virtual door prize, so you guys do need to come up, because we're gonna still draw, nobody knows, don't tell anybody that.
They were supposed to say it's the personal touch from Jefferson Bank. They were delivering the prize. I know
That's
it's
why she's in marketing.
See that spin she put on that?
I told you, Ken. Bob Fenwell.
You guys come up and, you'll be in the photo. Randy, you want to be in it too? Randy, sorry,
Yeah.
yeah, come on up, Bob, you're getting a special treatment. Get on, put it all in. You're gonna Hey, that's it's like mystery prize. Okay, since I don't give you slide that way, I'll get this one with the, do you want to? Yeah, let me put the logo. There we go. You said that, not us. All right, great. Good, thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate the sponsorships, thank you, and good information, Trenton. Okay, we'll go through here, and Cumulus, Rochelle's here. Rochelle, thank you for your sponsorship. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your part in this?
Sure, we have those radio stations right there in Trenton, what you just said, all of your department ad information, we'll put that in the 30-second ad, and you'll get 25 free radio ads to put on one of our radio stations.
Okay, well, we appreciate that sponsorship, and Lori, we are sold out on our sponsorships. I had someone ask if they could be a sponsor for Friday Coffee this year. Not this year, but in 27, we'll open it up again, and so we look forward to having some of you here that maybe haven't been a sponsor yet or want to be a sponsor again for the Friday Coffee. We appreciate that. Lori, do you want to talk about those?
The Women's Symposium is next Wednesday, March 18th. It's going to be a fabulous day. We have a great lineup of speakers. Dr. Kesey Lacey, I love saying her name. She's going to be our confidence coach, and it's a great day. We are sold out. Yay!
Very good. Well, there's been a lot of great sponsors there and a lot of work by a wonderful committee, so it is going to be a great event, and looking forward to that next week. Other events next week, on Thursday the 19th, is Chamber Connections, networking, just like this is, but in a different way. It's informal, bring your business cards. It's more of a happy hour. It's at Canterbury Hill Winery. Mid-America Bank is the sponsor, and I know that Canterbury's got some fun things planned that day. They're also going to feature some other members. I think Red Silver Warriors is going to be featured that day. So we appreciate them for being the sponsor, and Mid-America Bank as well. So remember that, the 19th, 4 to 5:30.
And it looks like it's supposed to be 80 that day.
Oh, that's awesome! Great. All right, moving on in March. Is there anyone from YP in here to make an announcement? Okay. So yeah, Cole Howerton, and he's in the professional development co-chair with YP. He's put this day together, YP Day at the Capitol, March 24th. This is the first time that they've done it a bit like this in this format. The Young Festivals have been at the Capitol before, but this is really something that the committee wanted to do. Looking forward to that opportunity. So if you or anyone in your organization would like to participate in this day, you can see 8:30 to 12:30. They're going to meet legislators, we're going to observe the session, and then they're going to tour the museum. So it is free to register. you just go online and do that. We'd love to have, participation from your organization in that. The state of the city and the county. Gary, do you want to speak on this? This is your event.
Yes, we will have the mayor and the presiding commissioner both making some presentations that day. We've got an excellent panel lined up of city and county elected officials. Be moderated by Bob Gilbert, and always have a great turnout. Looking forward to seeing everybody.
Yeah, and some great sponsors there too. We appreciate the support there. Pretty much, there's still an opportunity if you want to have a table sponsorship, right? You could host have a table at that event. Another event for networking that I just wanted to mention quickly is our Speed Leads networking. In April, on the 29th, we're going to have a new location and a new time. We usually do that in the morning from 8 until 9 at Mel's, which is awesome. But we wanted to try some different times and locations, so we're going to be at the Greenleaf Cafe. And encourage you to be there. It's at 3 o'clock from 3 till 4. So you can register for that. There's no charge for that. We appreciate Mid-America Bank, our strategic partner, for helping us sponsor that. A big event, the barbecue, and I would say the Chamber's biggest networking event of the year with over 1,000 people is the Chamber Barbecue. It's May 7th. It's at Capitol Bluffs. We've got a great lineup. Lots of our sponsors and our different activities for the sponsors are pretty much secured. We can still take business sponsors or promo sponsors. If you look at that picture and you see those tents out there, we use those for networking and shade, and it's a way that you can get some promotion for your business and still have a great time at the barbecue. And we have live music, a beer garden, just lots of opportunity for you to network with your chamber member friends. City update. The mayor is here. Yeah.
If you'll forgive me, I'll do it from here.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'll try to bring you up to date on just a few projects going on. Many of them within eyesight of this building. We'll start down at the Capitol. I don't see Representative Beef here, but I know he's very aggressively working on the Capitol Complex project. I'm not real sure where that project stands right now. There's a lot of activity going on at the Capitol, but obviously that's a very important piece for our city, and I thank Gary. He put together a group of some organizations in town. We sent a letter over encouraging them to proceed with that. More exciting, if you move a couple blocks this direction in 200 block, if you work downtown, you probably used to the noise by now of the parking garage coming down. They have made amazing speed on getting that garage down. They're kind of doing some of the final site cleanup, so I don't know if Paul may know or Brian may know the final date, but they have made a lot of progress over the last couple of weeks. The exciting thing is we're looking forward to things starting to happen on that site. We're very aggressively working to put all the final packages together, so we're still proceeding very aggressively on the conference center project. Moving a couple more blocks up Capitol to the 400 block. I mean, there's a lot of activity on that block and a lot more to come. Senator Gregory has finalized his purchase of 401 East Capitol, which sits right on the corner of Capitol and Adams. So he's now kind of on the clock of getting that structure that he's going to build at 401. Shane Campbell is rehab the building where Matriarch is, so I'm sure most people in this room have been in that restaurant. Across the street, Missouri Chamber of Commerce has some very aggressive plans on kind of updating their building. And then, of course, the old funeral home Association of Counties has the sign up. They should begin the rehab of that building this summer. And then moving 3 blocks up in the 700 block at the prison site, we're very aggressively working on our piece of the prison. If you have driven by Chestnut Street, look down Chestnut Street, you see the River Market project is nearing completion, and our only limiting factor getting people to it will be when we get Chestnut Street finalized. We're kind of working with the state of Missouri with the health lab on the east side of Chestnut, so we're trying to time it with them when they're ready for us to build that. But the River Market should be ready, and Ollie has a lot of activities planned for the River Market. We've got some exciting things, and that is going to be a catalyst for potentially a very exciting project on the part of the prison that we own, which is the lower yard. I'll talk about a few other projects going on. You've probably seen that a couple weeks ago we had to close the viaduct And we've been working with Bartlett and West and others to do an assessment of where that structure is and whether we're going to be able to reopen it. It's on the short term as far as we have been working aggressively over the last few years to get that project to shovel ready to take it down and rebuild a new structure. The community was very generous in working with Bartlett and West and some of our other partners to help us design what the new process looks like. We've done a lot of the design work. We've got a conveyance bill going through the legislature now. We've got to rearrange some of the parking below that. So the city has been on top of that project. The limiting factor is figuring out how we find the $16 to $17 million to pay for that. So our staff at City Hall has submitted what's called a build grant, which hopefully we can leverage some of those dollars. Congressman Onder has been very generous to work with us and get us a little bit of money on that project, and we'll continue to work on that. So that project's moving forward. A lot of housing projects going on around the community. Last couple of things I'll talk about. Someone mentioned today we have a little parking issue going downtown. First I've heard of, we're kind of working on that. We are aware we've got a parking challenge in this community. We've tried to work very closely with the Capitol. I mean, we understood when the garage is coming down, we've got to do a better job of managing our parking. We hired a company that has come in and made some very tough decisions on helping us get that process back in line. We had a lot of hodgepodge of things happening across the city. So Public Works Committee yesterday morning looked at aggressive repricing structure. We'd already put some other things in place. We're trying to create long-term parking options close to the Capitol because I hear from lobbyists, and I don't blame them. They're in the Capitol and they don't always know what their time frame is going to be. So we're trying to create some long-term, trying to make it available for businesses. I mean, we put some things in place. Our goal is to turn over traffic in areas where we need to get people into businesses and into restaurants and make sure that we've got opportunities for the community to park and utilize because we love our downtown and we don't want to hamper that. But we've also got this legislature that comes in 5 months a year, and we try to be good hosts for our guests coming into town, legislators, lobbyists, people who want to come in, constituents, and make sure that we've got opportunities. It is a challenge when we take down the garage, but we're not tone deaf to it. We are working on it. Any feedback that you can get as we implement these new processes, we've had to do some things different. We're going to have to make some additional changes. So we are working very aggressively on parking. Last thing I would talk about, our homeless task force met for the final time yesterday. They've got a very comprehensive report that will go to City Council on April 6th. I would encourage you to come join us, listen to that proposal. You can watch us online on our YouTube, but they've come up with some ideas and obviously we have some issues that continue, so we're trying to address those. But thank you very much.
Any questions?
Join us on April 22nd.
Yeah, that's good. Any questions? All righty. Gary, I'm gonna let you introduce today's program.
Okay, thank you very much. Well, good morning, everybody. It's my pleasure to introduce some speakers this morning that are addressing something very important to the future of our area. It's the Cole County Capital Improvement Sales Tax Renewal. And we've had the good pleasure of receiving this information already for our Transportation Committee and Civic Progress. But we felt it was so important, we wanted our general membership to have the same opportunity. So I'm very pleased this morning to introduce the chair of the campaign committee, Brad Bates, who is the executive director of the Missouri Beer Wholesalers Association. Brad has some other members of the committee with him this morning, and I think we're also going to look at a video that was produced that talks about the needs now the county intends to address those needs. So Brad, I'm going to turn it over to you.
If I'm just standing here, be okay?
I'll give you the clicker. I know the other thing.
And before we begin, I want Logan Gratz and Sharon Knott are co-chairs with me, so we're all tri-chairs of it, and I'm sure you can figure out Sharon's the brains of the operation. And when she says walk, Logan and I join in step, and it's worked out fairly well so far. So, Yeah, they'll jump in. Thank you all for having us. I think probably this group probably is aware of the county's half-cent sales tax. Could I just get a show of hands? We'll cut to the chase. Is everybody aware of the half-cent sales tax? It's been going on since 1986, and it tackles problems or opportunities in the community. As the mayor mentioned about, the viaduct over the East High Street and things like that are big projects. It's a 5-year sunset that's been going on since 1986. The only change from 86 to now is this year it's going to be a 10-year sunset if it's successful. And the reason being for that, it just allows us for greater planning in the future, and it helps us with the bonding of projects. So it should be a real benefit. I also want to introduce Paul Sampson back here as well, who has been fantastic on our committee and done a tremendous job. Mike Bates is on the committee as well, and other folks that Eric Landwehr couldn't make it today. He's on a beach that he said was work/vacation, more vacation. But what we were planning on doing, we'll just show the video that we got. It's very informational, and then Logan and Sharon and myself will be happy to answer any questions.
Hello, I'm John Landwehr, former mayor of Jefferson City. City residents may be curious why they would vote for an extension of a county sales tax. The reason is simple. In 2001, the county and the city began pooling their sales tax resources, and the result has been the completion of many collaborative projects in both the county and in the Jefferson City limits. The Wildwood extension behind me is a great example of this cooperation. I strongly encourage city residents to vote yes on Proposition A on April 7th. It's not a new tax, it's an extension of a tax that's been in place since the 1980s. It's good for Polk County and Jefferson City.
We are currently working under the 8th Capital Improvements Program. The first tax was passed in 1986. The county would like to continue this successful program and is asking you to approve the 9th extension on April 7th. The county has been consistent with the 18-15 split. This is an overview of the types of projects that have been accomplished using this funding program. The county has nearly 478 miles of roadway that we are responsible for maintenance and improvements. This is just the road mileage in the unincorporated areas of the county. Cities and villages are separate. Here is the mileage for the cities and villages. Jefferson City also has a half-cent sales tax. The other communities do not. We do cooperative projects with all of them. You can see from this list that the county has seen numerous improvements over the past 40 years throughout the whole county. Roads have improved from narrow gravel like this to a widened asphalt roadway with striping and shoulders. This is a much safer roadway that allows for better traffic flow. This structure on Walnut Acres Road over the Morrow River was built in 1910 and was both structurally deficient as well as functionally obsolete. The new bridge will serve the area for many years. It is wider and safer. There are many low water crossings like this one that was on Vaughn Ford Road in the south part of the county. The new low water bridge allows for safer passage. Recently, residents in the subdivisions in the county have seen significant stormwater and pavement improvements. This benefits the residents as well as the environment. The roundabout at Bighorn Drive and Old Loman Road has improved safety and traffic flow and was designed to accommodate the growth that has happened in the area. Safety improvements have been added to many roads in the county, like guardrails protecting vehicles from steep slopes or other roadside hazards. And the county has implemented preventative maintenance measures to extend the life of the pavement in order to keep costs down. The Hunters Run intersection with Rainbow Hills Road was awkward and created some confusion for drivers as well as school kids waiting for the bus. The intersection was realigned and widened and is much safer for the traveling public and residents. Since 2007, the county, Jefferson City, and the 7 small communities have partnered on projects that affect a large number of residents and motorists in the county. These lists show a portion of what has been accomplished. Partnerships between the county and cities on infrastructure projects allow us to combine our funding resources to provide bigger and better projects to improve our community. We can do more by working together. The largest cooperative project to date has been Highway 179. This has had a significant impact on the county. This project has moved traffic more efficiently, opened areas for development, and improved safety. Many improvements in the Algoa industrial area have brought new businesses and jobs for our citizens. The most recent project is a major expansion of the county-owned rail spur to serve a new asphalt oil transfer facility. A rail transload yard was constructed to accommodate the oil facility as well as other customers. Sales tax funds were leveraged to obtain nearly $2.5 million in grant funding to be able to build the project. Cooperative public-private partnership projects like this expand and grow the economic development capabilities of our community and throughout the Mid-Missouri region by bringing in new business from surrounding areas. The interchange at East McCarty Street and Highway 50 has provided access for much-needed retail development and has been a huge safety improvement. Improvements were made on Stadium Boulevard to convert a portion of Monroe Street from one-way traffic to full two-way, opening up access to the expanded Capital Region MU Health Complex. Expanding access to this important healthcare facility is important in times of emergency. Capitol Avenue was reconstructed with new pavement, sidewalks, and lighting. Redevelopment of the historic properties is occurring now and will complement new construction to begin a new chapter for this important historic area of town. The county partnered with MoDOT and the city of Jefferson to build the interchange on Highway 5063 at Lafayette Street. This project is significant in that it opens up access to areas in the city served by Lafayette Street, especially Lincoln University, Jefferson City High School, and the new federal courthouse at the prison redevelopment area. The county partnered with Jefferson City to rebuild Dunklin Street from Missouri Boulevard to Broadway. The severely deteriorated bridge was replaced and pavement, sidewalks, and lighting were installed. This project tied Missouri Boulevard to the old Munichburg district, improving safety for motorists and pedestrians. The growth in Wardsville saw significant expansion of the Blair Oak school system over the past several years, including a new high school and sports fields. The county partnered with Wardsville and the school district to improve Falcon Lane from dusty gravel to a paved road. This will enhance growth in the area for years to come. The City of St. Martins received a grant through the county's Small Community Cooperative Projects program to complete the Business 50 West Overlay and Pedestrian Safety Project. This is a great example of the county working with small towns to complete a significant project that affects their community in a very large way. As promised, the county will have completed several important projects and fund needed upgrades by the end of the current 5-year sales tax, as shown here. In early 2022, the second phase of the Business 50 West Improvement Project in Apache Flats was completed. This major thoroughfare was upgraded with curbs, gutters, new stormwater pipes, and inlets. The project connected the previously improved section of the roadway to St. Martins and created a sidewalk connection from Binder Park to the recent St. Martins pedestrian improvements. Lesh Road was improved from gravel to asphalt. This project connected a previously paved portion of Lesh Road at the Morrow River to Zion Road. Paved roads are much safer during inclement weather and provide better access throughout the county for emergency crews like ambulances and fire trucks. The county is currently finalizing plans to upgrade Hickory Hill Road with construction expected to start this summer. This road connects the Hickory Hill area off Highway 54 to Brown Road and Route H near Henley. The Westview Heights area is a very large residential subdivision just west of Jefferson City. The county has been working on a plan to improve stormwater inlets and pipes and overlay all the streets. 2 large stormwater projects will start this summer, with completion of the whole subdivision by 2029. Critical infrastructure improvement projects like this are not possible without the funding provided by the half-cent sales tax. Tanner Bridge Road is one of the county's busiest roads, and the area has seen consistent residential growth in recent years. A series of safety improvement projects were determined in the previous sales tax cycle, and in 2022, a sharp curve was realigned south of Friendship Road and new pavement was placed. Also on Tanner Bridge Road, the bridge over the Morrow River, which was built in 1962, is at the end of its serviceable life. A new bridge is currently under contract for replacement and will be completed by the end of this year. Along with the new bridge, the roadway leading to the bridge will be realigned on the north side and raised above floodwaters on the south side. This project will greatly improve safety for motorists on Tanner Bridge Road. Over 125 miles of paved roads were overlaid with asphalt or chip seal in this sales tax cycle. County Park Road, shown here, connects the fairgrounds area to the south and serves the J.C. Cole County Park and Powell baseball fields. A new asphalt surface was completed, which will extend the life of the pavement for several years. 10 stormwater improvement projects have been completed in this cycle, like this one in the Lakewood subdivision. The county upgrades the stormwater system of inlets and pipes when needed in a residential subdivision prior to an asphalt overlay. Lakewood Road and the side roads connecting to it will be overlaid this year. This proactive planning will ensure a longer pavement life. The recently completed Wildwood Drive extension has opened up a new corridor for growth and expansion. Residents in the southwest part of the county near Jefferson City will have a shorter commute to work and easier access to retail shopping and other services. Additionally, emergency service response times are now faster and more efficient to this part of town. Projects like this are made possible through collaboration and the voter-approved capital improvement sales tax, allowing Jefferson City and Cole County to stretch resources and plan for long-term community needs. In addition to the road and bridge projects, 15% of the sales tax funds other capital improvements needed at county facilities. The Cole County Courthouse was originally built in 1896 and needs continual upgrades to maintain the historical integrity and serve the need of our citizens. In addition to the courthouse, the county has 9 other buildings that need continual maintenance and improvements. The Health Department building, purchased and renovated in 2018, serves a critical role in providing health-related services and resources to the citizens of Cole County and surrounding counties. With a larger facility, the Health Department has been able to serve additional clients, provide educational classes, and add services, including a nurse practitioner quick care clinic, a mother's milk depot, and expanded laboratory services. The Carnegie Building houses the offices of the assessor and public defender. It is the original Carnegie Library, built in 1902, and needs continual maintenance and improvements. In 2022, a new entryway was constructed that is ADA accessible, and additional parking was added. Care was taken to color match the concrete, so the modern features blend well with the overall historic appearance. The Public Works facility on Monticello Road provides fuel for all county vehicles and equipment, including the Sheriff's Department and the EMS ambulance service. The fuel pumps and equipment were replaced in 2023, and a secured access system was added to the facility in 2025. This facility ensures day-to-day operations of all county departments. There are 3 parks that the county maintains for recreation. J.C. Cole County Park near the fairgrounds has been around for decades and includes a stock lake for fishing. A new parking lot was constructed in 2023. There is a need for continual improvements and upgrades in the parks. The most recent improvements include pavilions and playgrounds. The county secures grants for most park improvements and utilizes the sales tax for matching funds and other needs. The county has successfully completed many projects over the last 40 years and will continue this direction over the next 10. These projects will include improvements you've seen during this time and more preservation and upgrading of our existing system. The current 5-year sunset for this sales tax program will change to a 10-year sunset. Due to increasing regulations, extended timelines, and rising costs, a 5-year sunset makes it more difficult to plan ahead. Every dollar of your money is hard-earned, and it's the county's responsibility to spend those dollars efficiently. By extending the sunset from 5 to 10 years, the county will take a longer view of the infrastructure needs and leverage this advantage into more cost savings. For example, the High Street Viaduct Bridge was built in the late 1940s. It is structurally deficient and in need of replacement. This project will be larger than any previous project the city and county have completed. This is the exact kind of project that can be planned, budgeted for, and completed more cost-effectively with a longer sunset. At the same time, confidence in local government is extremely important, and by keeping this sunset in place, you, the taxpayer, have the final say. This is a win-win for Cole County. As outlined here, adjustments from the previous sales tax have been made based on a 10-year cycle with projected 2% growth each year. Emphasis will be given to improving existing roads, bridges, and county facilities. The split between road and bridge and other county facilities is still 85% going to roads and bridges and 15% going to other county facility improvements. The next 10 years will see a significant investment in pavement preservation and improving our existing roads and bridges. Concrete streets like the one shown here are in poor condition and will be replaced with new asphalt or concrete pavement. Asphalt pavements will be treated with overlays, chip seals, and other preventative maintenance measures to extend the pavement life, which in turn extends the use of our tax dollars. There are low water crossings that have been identified for replacement with a new bridge or box culvert structure. These crossings present many safety concerns that need to be addressed. Older roads leading into Jefferson City, like Scott Station Road shown here, are narrow and in need of replacement. Curb and gutter upgrades enhance safety by widening, which allows for better flow of traffic. New roads also allow for more effective snow removal during inclement weather conditions. Improvements on roads like Bald Hill and Henwick Lane will address safety concerns created by increased traffic from residential developments out in the county. The sales tax also provides for road and bridge equipment like snowplows. Maintaining an adequate fleet of trucks and equipment is extremely important in winter when motorist safety is of utmost concern. We have a significant investment in our countywide infrastructure through improvements made with the sales tax. We need to continue this sales tax to keep these investments in good condition. Thank you for your support in the past. Please vote yes on Proposition A on April 7th. For more information, visit improvecolecounty.com.
I'm Logan Grant. Soon Cole County will vote on Proposition A, a renewal of the half-cent sales tax that has been in place since the 1980s. Every 5 years, you've voted to extend it, most recently in 2021, with 79% of Cole County voters voting in favor of it. Due to regulations, rising costs, and extended timelines, a 5-year tax sunset makes it more difficult to plan ahead. By extending the sunset period of this tax from 5 years to 10 years, Cole County will be able to stretch your dollars more efficiently and continue to enhance public safety and commerce throughout our county. On April 7th, vote yes with me on Proposition A.
Well, I'm gonna let them address any questions first, if there's any.
First, we want to thank Clay Brogan with Central Bank. He's on the committee and helped put together all of our marketing. We also want to thank, we've got Matt Kramer here with the county, if anyone has any specific questions about specific projects. I'll say this, if you go to our neighbors to the west of us, to the east of us, to the south of us, and you drive their county roads, they look a lot different than they do in Cole County. Our county has done a great job and been great stewards of our tax dollars, putting this money directly into our community. The other big thing with it is there's a portion of it that goes to each small community. It wasn't that long ago that Falcon Lane in Wardsville was a gravel road, if you can imagine that. St. Martin's has had lots of big improvements, and all of our small communities are able to tap into these dollars and do projects that they wouldn't be able to without this fund. Obviously, it talked about snow removal. Cole County does a really, really good job on snow removal. Parts of this fund go to the equipment for that as well. So, but yeah, any other questions or comments that Sharon and Brad want to make?
We'd ask you, everyone, to vote April 7th. Take your family and friends with you. Any more questions?
Thank you very much, all of you. I know this is personal for you, Logan.
Yeah, it was an honor to be asked on the committee because this tax has been around so long. My great-grandfather was on the Cole County Commission when it started. So it's been around for a little bit.
And
So you can see how important this is. Susan, do you
yeah, we
have?
brought some signs, we might mention, I know we've got.
Well, because Jefferson Bank just gave away an empty bag, we thought we'd try to. For everybody, so please take a sign on your way out.
It's gonna be
I just want-
personally delivered. Personal touch.
I'm sure they deliver some signs.
I'm sure they would.
So the chamber is on record endorsing this tax. Civic Progress is as well. In fact, they made a contribution to the campaign. It's gone past our transportation committee. We're solidly behind this. And you can tell by the scope of the projects in that video just how critical it is to our future to continue this. And so we would encourage you all to mark your calendar for April 7th. Get out there and vote yes for this.
We've got a Facebook page and a website, Improve Cole County, share our posts. A
like I say, last time it passed 79%, the only change this time is it's going from a 5-year to a 10-year sunset.
And the county is April, I'll just give a tip off that in the August election, the city will come with their half-cent sales tax as well, and that's why we've been able to work with the joint project, so.
So is that video on the Facebook page?
Yes, it is. Also on the website of Brew Cole County.
Turn it back to you, Susan.
Okay, Russ, you wanna advance, we have any member announcements in the room? Anybody have something? Yeah,
Actually, in the spirit of the capital improvement sales tax, we're gonna have an open presentation at the city on March 25th, it's a Wednesday at 8:30, and it's gonna be Kyle, our public works director, and Eric, the county public works director, and they're gonna talk more about those joint projects, so let's see you there.
Yeah, Darcy?
Darcy, Capital City CASA. On April 3rd, we're having a CASA volunteer recruitment event. It's open to any and everyone. It's no obligation. Just come find out more about what we do and why we do it. It's enjoy free coffee and minerals and us at Mel's, April 3rd, 7:30 to 9. Thank you.
I'd like to invite you to join us on April 18th at Capitol Woods Banquet Center for Rise Up Foundation's Revealed and Sealed Banquet brunch. We raise money for scholarships to present to local college or high school students pursuing degrees in fields of study of social work or therapy. We also will be giving those scholarships out that morning, as well as our featured speakers, Michelle Strump, and our entertainment will be Sarah Parker. So you can go to our Facebook page or riseupfoundation.net for tickets, and we'll get you saved. And also you can vote for me on April 7th for school board. While you're going. Yes.
Mid-Missouri Referral Alliance is going to be having a social at Big Whiskey's on the Wednesday, the 8th of April from 5 to 6. So if you want to learn how you can work smarter, not harder, come see us.
We have a candidates forum on March 27th at First Mid Bank at 11 o'clock in the morning. That's a Friday. It's co-hosted by our Government Relations Committee, by the Home Builders Association, and the Jefferson City Area Board of Realtors. We'll have all the school board and city council candidates, the council candidates that are running in contested races only. So come out and join us for that. It should be very informative.
That's at our Ellis location on the lower level.
That's on the 27th, yeah.
And what time is that?
11 a.m. Anybody else? Another one?
I'll just speak up on the county's behalf. I'm not gonna endorse or anything for this because I can't with my position, but what I do want to say is Cannon Bridge is actively being worked on right now for the second year closed. I don't know if anybody's driven out that way or not, but we're having some issues with our big message signs. They are coming down, but the road is still closed. The other thing I want to mention is we have started this past week a project out on Rainbow Drive for some sidewalk improvements from Hunter's Run to the Terravella subdivision. So the contractor is out there working on that project, so be careful in those two areas. The South Road project, we will have a lot of work coming this summer, and we do have another bridge replacement off of Stir Bridge this summer. So just from my standpoint, from my guys' standpoint, be careful if you see orange signs. Guys are out there working. We're starting to get into that season of the year, so just be aware of all that. There is a lot of work between the city and the county this year. Thank you.
Kyle Bremer, Public Works Director for the city. Been here about a year right now, so it's been awesome to be in my hometown, being a Public Works Director, be able to work with Matt and Eric Landwehr and collaboration between the city and county. Previously was City of Fulton for over 20 years, and piggyback on what Logan said, and what we have here, Cole County, Jefferson City, working together. That's not typical everywhere. Usually there's, I'm not saying that we're perfect all the time, but there's a lot of fighting usually between the largest city and the counties elsewhere. You hear that around the state. And the leadership that we have here and county has, and the collaboration is awesome. And Eric's on the beach, but
to expand on that. He's doing public works leadership, not only here in the county, but at state level and national level. There's a National Public Works conference that he's at there, and he's representing not only Cole County, but Missouri at that meeting. So that's the type of leadership that we have in public works here. So anyway, it's been great.
Good to have that. Yeah.
Just because he kind of just tooted his own horn, but I guess I want to echo what he just said. Bob Gilbert with Bartlett West, we do infrastructure projects all over the state of Missouri. Amen to that. I mean, we work with a lot of communities that don't have the collaboration like Cole County does with the city. Just amazing stuff. By the way, great movie. You should probably show that at Capital H, all the engineers in town. Love to watch more of that.
We've seen it a few times.
That was my first time. Sorry, the announcement I had, actually, put my United Way hat on here at the moment. We're at a pretty critical stage right now with fund allocation. If you didn't hear, last year, 2025, was the record year, first time ever exceeded $3 million in budgets from our community. It's incredible, the generosity from our community. The goal was 2.8 million. Before that, the goal was 2.6, so we went up 200,000 and still beat it by 200 more. So just incredible generosity from our community, and love celebrating 100 years last year for the community. But what I wanted to say is a lot of leaders in the room here that are part of other nonprofits, because of the generosity, we're obviously able to support our partner agencies, which you all probably know of, the 25, 26, I think, agencies. But our community support grant nominations are out right now. So that's actually for non-partner agencies and partner agencies. So if you're a part of a board in town, you might give that some thought. Those applications are out right now. And we set a budget of $375,000 for our community support grants this year, which is pretty close to the record at this point. So that's not all in one place. But just want to say, if you're a part of a board, you might be asking your executive directors and other volunteers if they're thinking about an application. So those are out right now.
Good, great to have that. Good to know that. Anybody, anything else? Randy, anything you want to add? I heard collaboration and I heard nonprofits, a couple of things.
I know, those are like great buzzwords from kind of what the chamber's goals are for this year. You know, Gary and I made a trip down to Rolla because kind of one of our plans for this year was to collaborate with other local chambers. And so we had a great visit with Stevie down at Rolla, and so we really hope to kind of continue to do that and kind of leverage on what some of our peers are, kind of collaborate a little bit better and just learn from everybody else. But the year's off to a great start. I know we kind of have our list of things that we're going to hope to do, and yes, nonprofits are on the list, collaboration is on the list, so far so good.
Well, we appreciate your leadership. Anybody, anything else before we close into the next time we get together? It will be April 10, and Gary, we have a new location. Do you want to mention
We're going to be at St. Mary's Hospital, who is our sponsor that day. And you're going to be hearing about some exciting tourism initiatives from a couple of different groups. So stay tuned for more info on that.
Yeah, but note is I'll put mark down and do it. We're not going to be in this room in April. We're going to be at St. Mary's. It's easy to access. They have a great conference room there with the audio visual things we need to be able to promote those tourism events. So we will be together same date and time, different locations. So good. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you.